They finished down a little while Wall Street gained 1% after last week's disastrous 6% drop. A short time ago in London, the FTSE 100 was up 20 points and the Australian dollar was up against all the major currencies. For the past 20 years, there's been concern for the survival and habitat of the tigers of Bengal. But at the Ganges River Delta, where India and Bangladesh meet, the tigers appear to be more than holding their own.
It is a beautiful and yet forbidding place. A salty, muddy swamp whose tangled mangrove forests are virtually impenetrable. Inside these forests, tigers in greater numbers than anywhere else on the planet, more than 500 at last count. And here they thrive, protected by the incredibly dense brush and by their own fierce reputation. To even set foot in this mud on the edges of these forests is to risk death, because the tigers here are like no others in the world. They regularly come here to hunt and kill human beings. In the past decade alone, hundreds of people here have lost their lives to tiger attacks. Every village has what are called tiger widows, every villager a tale to tell. Srikanto Barman was fishing when a tiger leapt out of the forest and dragged his friend away. It was sheer panic, he says. I still have nightmares about it today. Joy Kumar Mandal, age 22, barely escaped with his life. I saw the tiger come out of the forest, explains his father, and before I could warn anyone, the tiger was on my son, with one paw on his neck. Tigers elsewhere rarely attack people, and nobody knows why these tigers are different. One theory is that the salt water they drink makes them more aggressive. Another is that in this thick, muddy forest, tigers find it difficult to hunt their usual prey. And yet the people continue to venture into the tiger's territory, lured by the fish and the crabs and the other resources of the forest. They do what they can to protect themselves, wearing face masks on the backs of their heads in the belief that the tiger will not attack a man head-on. But above all, they pray to the goddess of the forest, Bunbibi, and to the tiger god, Dutkin Rai. Only the gods, they believe, will save them from the jaws of these man-eating tigers.
Tomorrow's weather now. Brisbane, a shower or two, 25. Sydney, mostly fine, 19. Canberra, partly cloudy, 16. Hobart, becoming fine, 16. Melbourne, a shower or two, clearing, 19. Adelaide, fine and mostly sunny, 21. Perth, fine, 25. And a late storm for Darwin, 34. In our region, Auckland 19, Bangkok 32, Beijing 21, Hong Kong 24 and Jakarta 33. And around the world, London 15, Moscow 4, New York 22, Paris 14 and Vancouver 13. And that's the World News tonight. Indira and Naidoo for the World News team. I'll be back with another bulletin at the same time tomorrow. We leave you now with a spectacular light show on the slopes of Sicily's Mount Etna, which has been spewing lava and chunks of rock from one of its 4 central craters. See you tomorrow. Good night.